Hey guys, how's it going? Let's see if you guys can hear me. Let me see. Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you guys for the thumbs up on TikTok. Hey Emily. Hey A1C. Thank you for the new memberships on YouTube. Andrea, Emily, Vanilla, and Maria. That's awesome. With your memberships, you're going to get access to the exclusive videos, which are some old workshops and my CPT book and ICD-10 book prep pages, and some of my advanced classes that happen every Friday videos too. So plus y'all have some tip videos that are exclusive for you guys, like what all do I need to know in HitPix book and stuff. Y'all have some special videos there. But everybody gets access to all the free classes that I do, which happen here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 Arizona time zone. So all those replays for almost 2 years are available on YouTube for you to go through if you ever want to. Thanks, Miss Queen Scorpio. If you join right now and go into it, you might end up winning a subscription, which is kind of handy dandy if you're just hanging out and chat on YouTube. And you never know. Some people are gifting money, or they gift free memberships for a month too, so that's kind of handy. And YouTube does the picking of the winners, so you just need to be participating in the chat for YouTube to be picking that out. Speaking of that, I forgot to send Twinkle a copy of the last cash payments. She still might be at work right now, but she might be on in a little bit. Right. Let me go in here and send her those deposits from last time. Sure. There we go. I sent her that. How's everybody doing? You just purchased some notes from me. That's awesome. I hope they help 100%. My ICD-10 and HitPix notes are on my website, along with the CPT notes, but I have a few CPT notes that are available on Etsy too. But for a full list of everything that I have, they're on my website. You just don't have to pay Etsy fees over there. And there's file restriction sizes where I can do zip files on my website, which I can make bigger bundles, but still working on the technique on that. But I can at least bundle a whole section together instead of it being 5 downloads. So that's a lot easier. Anyway, hey Cena. Hey mama girl, good to see you. I saw your name, Mama Girl, in my dreams the other night. I remember it flashing through my dreams, so it's funny. I'll always remember you now, for sure. Hey, April. Hey, Emily. Good to see you guys. Thank you for the 6,000 taps on the screen on TikTok and all the thumbs up on YouTube. we are going to start out with anatomy on the lymphatic system today. Let's see. Switch screens. Yeah. Be sure and type in chat what state y'all might be from or country and when you plan on taking your exam. I like to kind of keep tabs. I know some people are taking their exam tomorrow. Wanted to make sure I knew everybody that was doing it. I know some people that go to the local library to study and do Zoom meetings with me or something, but I don't know about taking an exam. Kathy's going to take hers at a library. Georgia is in the house. 9,700. I will put that down tonight for Monday. Tonight I have the brand new hernia codes, which are going to blow your mind as it is. So that's going to be pretty powerful to try to learn tonight because they're brand new for 2023. And then I have some E&M. And then I have some, by request, the 43260 codes around in that digestive area. And then I have some lab and path questions. So I will bring up 97000 as soon as I can. We got Iowa, Charlotte. First week in April, whatever, Miss Kimberly, you are going to have to pass. Anybody that's going to be taken in April, you are just going to have to pass. That is my birthday month. So nobody fails in my birthday month. Everybody's going to pass. Last year, I think we had close to 80 pass. That was really fun month. So we will work hard. I also do a workshop for free for everybody in that month because it's my birthday month. So nobody will have to pay for a workshop in April. Lots of marches. Exam day is tomorrow for Miss Ginger. Best of luck. Everybody think positive thoughts about Ginger tonight. Florida, New York. I was born in Rome, New York. Selmer, Tennessee. My father was born in Clarksville, Tennessee. It's your birthday month too. Thank you, Lady Love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the TGIF Fridays. I don't even think I set a goal, did I? There we go. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Lady Love. Thank you to all my TikTok subscribers. I've got 27 of you. That's super helpful. That sends me about $2 a month over to PayPal, which I send over to Twinkle so she can give away free notes or free memberships to YouTube. Thank you for the hand hearts. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Y'all are awesome. It's your birthday month too. That is super. Comma? Is it comma? 177? That's so cute. Thank you, Emily. You're awesome. All right. What? Oop. No Bixby. No Bixby. Sorry about the screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all those hand hearts and achieving the goal that TikTok populated. That's awesome. Yours is in April too. All of us Aries. Ooh, Clearwater, Florida. Pennsylvania. My library offers a course through digital resources. That's awesome. But they have an internet restriction down to just 2 hours. That's unfortunate. Did y'all figure out what happened to the gift memberships at all? No, actually. And remember the other night that Twinkle gave away 20 in one night? Well, only 19 of those went through. It takes 2 days for YouTube to reconcile and send me a report. I don't see any like billing information, not even your addresses or email addresses. What I get is if it was a gift or whether it was paid, and that's all I get. And then people's YouTube name. And there was only 19 done on Wednesday, so that was crazy when we were looking, or Monday, when we were looking Wednesday night on what happened on Monday. But I haven't not looked again to see what happened to the last 2 that she did on Wednesday night today. It's been crazy with Friday's class and everything. But, yeah. Forget, oh, why did that go there? Yeah, I don't know why I put that there, but anyway, we're still working on it. She did try to find a contact information for them, but we haven't talked since Wednesday night. We talked after, and I did some research then, but we haven't talked since then. It's been busy for both of us. Let's see if we can't fix this lymphatic and immune system. I'm trying to get TikTok to where they can see. There we go. Maybe close. My cranny thing is all up in the way. There we go. There we go. That might look a little. I was one of the gift memberships too. I received an email the following day. Zena, that's awesome. They just maybe couldn't give them all out by the time we did it. I'll have to do a total count for the week and see how much money she totally gave and make sure it all matches. But I was hoping that some of these that were here today that say they got a membership might have been gift ones, but I won't know until I see the report in a couple of days. So I hope it all works out. But that's good information, Zena. Thanks for sharing. Happy Friday. Hey, Veronica. Your daughter received one too? That's awesome. Hey, Deep. All right. Where in the world would our adenoid be? I had my adenoids removed and I couldn't even tell you. I assumed they're pretty close to the tonsils because I had tonsils and adenoids removed. Which box would adenoids go into? I know it's not down here in the body because they didn't do any surgeries down there. So it's got to be up here in either the face or the neck. Hey, Island Mountain Nurse. I deleted one of your messages today. I think it was on Discord. So if you go into a run of the rooms and you find your messages Discord. Oh yeah, it was the Happy Valentine's Day one. Really cool picture, but I accidentally deleted it, so I'm sorry. I loved the picture. It was beautiful. Sorry. I was just moving stuff around. Got over anxious with the clicky thing, but it was just a Happy Valentine's Day post, but still, I felt bad. Where are adenoids? 1, 2, or 3? Where would we put those in this picture? Anybody know? The top? Miss Butterfly says top. Hey, GoKart. Good to see you. Bronx, New York. You moved from Houston. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for the subscription, Mama. Yeah, you're just going to make me dream more about you. That was funny. I remember waking up thinking, what in the world? Why am I thinking about my TikTokers? But I certainly was. I like the TGIFs. Thank goodness it's Friday. Let's put that up at the top. Tonsils, is that going to be second or third spot? Is it down here in the neck area or up in the jaw or back of the throat area? One or two? Hey, Jada. We have a really cool study group on Discord too, guys. I like the Burbank last name. That's cool. Let's put it into Burbank and Roche, say 2. Let's put that up there. If it'll stay. There we go. All right. What was B in the neck area? What is that green thing that's hanging down right here in the neck? It's attached to some lymph nodes. What would that be? Lymph vessels? Lymph vessels, it does have the green showing up right here. Thalamus. The little nodules inside the green pathway, I bet that's lymph nodes. What do you guys think? And this is pointing to the thalamus, which is wanting us to fill in thalamus. So we can tell that one's going to be thalamus. What is this purple thing in the under the breast, rib cage area? What is that? We could probably pick that out. We've only got bone marrow, a vein, spleen, and lymph vessels. What's the purple thing underneath the chest? This is in a book. You can see probably the website up there. It's a press book, a medical terminology book that I use for my college course thing. So hopefully, I just think it's kind of cool. Everybody's on TikTok saying spleen. All right. Well, we've got this big bone here, so we can assume that one's going to be our bone marrow, right? So we've got our big thigh bone right there. And that looks like a lymph node again, too. But what is this one pointing to down here in the green? Oh, which one's a lymph vessel and which one's the lymph duct system entering into a vein? So we've got this spot here or this spot here. Which one is a duct and which one is a vessel? Vessel is at the top or the bottom? Where would the vessel go? Hey, Baking. Good to see you. Thank you, Emily, for the TGI Fridays. One person says top, one person says bottom. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. What are they pointing to? Boy. That's really, I think, I mean, arteries are up here, veins are up here too. I think this is a vessel, and I think this is a duct entering into a vein, because there's a little tiny white circle there. And then this one looks like a tiny white circle too. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just check it and see if I got it right. Yay, we did. So up at the top is the right lymphatic duct entering into a vein, and then at the bottom is a lymph vessel. So, yay, we got it all right. All right, let's go to our Word document for tonight. Did I do it right? Yes, Lord. These hernias, I hope you got out a pen and piece of paper, because this is going to be an education. I don't know which book you got, whether you got the 2021 or the 2022, but today during my class for my advanced students who have already tried to take the exam, the certification exam through AAPC or CCS, haven't passed. Their books are already prepped. They're ready to go, but they just haven't passed. That Friday class, GoKart asked to do the new hernia codes. So if by chance, let me go back to the web browser for just a second. You haven't done, see, where was I at? Right here. If you haven't done the book prep for 2022 book and added in the new codes for the new hernia codes for 2023 into your 2022 book, I have an article that AAPC wrote for 2022 back in October, right here. And I can post this into chat if you need it on YouTube. But if you need it and you're on TikTok, what I also did was this morning in our Discord group, if you go to the CPT book prep room right here, I posted the article right here this morning. So it's there in our Discord group. But for you guys on YouTube right now, I can give you the link here. This is if you have a 2022 book and you have not put in the new hernia codes in. I think you're going to put these codes in right here. It's those codes in on page, let me get there. I think it's 401 or 402. Let me make sure. Yeah, 401 is where you're going to write these. There's two. Okay, so there's mama and her children, and then there's another mama and her children. Put one set under column 1 on page 401 and another set on page 401 but under the column 2. And that's how I keep them separated. These are different based off, these are, the first set is initial. These are the first time this patient's ever had a hernia. And then the second set is for recurrent hernias. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. I also have that document in my shop that if by chance you need it and you want to turn your 2022 book into a 2023 book, page by page, where is that sucker? There it is right here. You can purchase this, and it's the entire CPT book, and it goes through all your code changes. Shows you what it looks like in 2023, shows you what it looks like when I changed it in my 2022 book, and you can do it if you want to with that document, or you can go find the codes, and I'll try to help with what resources I know of that have list of them, and then you can add them yourself, of course. So be sure and get these added for your 2023 exams. That will help out a whole bunch. Oh, good job. Kay said she just wrote them in her book a few minutes ago because she bought my notes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Was there a duck class today? I didn't find it in this morning's YouTube. Yep, Deep, there sure was. If you pre-purchased that class, you should have gotten an email when you purchased, and of course I sent it out about 5 minutes before it started again this morning, about 8:20-ish this morning. I sent out another email alert to let everybody know. And that same link that you would have used to join this morning is the same link to the class replay, and you can replay it for the next 30 days, and then it'll go for the members to be able to view in their membership. So first things first, when you're doing the new hernia codes, last year all we had to do was decide if we were laparoscopic or an open procedure, and that told us which code it was. This year it's different. Now we need to find out if it's initial or recurrent is step number 1 for hernias. And let me bring up, oh, I don't have it. Do I have it? Is that what I have? Yeah, this is what it looks like. Sorry, guys. In the 2023 CPT book, hold on. Let me see if I can't get PDFs to work. There we go. It's cutting off on the YouTube view just a little bit. Hold on. Let me see if I can't fix that. Did that work? No. That did not work. Nope. It's just going to cut it off. There we go. I got a little bit of it showing. Okay. So this is what it looks like in the 2023 book. So this one is your first mama hernia code. What I would do if this was my book to prep, of course, you guys know we're going to highlight in yellow what's in the parentheses, right? It no longer matters if you're laparoscopic or an open surgery. You can see that here, that it's just all in one thing. I highlight everything that's in yellow in a parentheses. And then this is our second mama code. We'll highlight everything that's in a parentheses. Yep. And then we have this one. And we got this one. But our two main are the 91 and the 13. And the first thing that is different that we need to know is if we're initial or if we're recurrent. So you can either highlight them like that so they pop out at you and know, okay, I got to first figure out if I'm recurrent or initial. Look through my practice questions, see if I'm recurrent or initial. So for example, let's look at a Word document real quick. So if we were doing a practice question for this one right here, right? The first thing I'm looking through this practice question is whether I'm recurrent or initial. There we go. So I see the word initial, right? Twice. So I know right away, no matter what, when I go back to, sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my mouse needs to go. There we go. And there we go. First thing I need to know is just that. So I know right away if there's anything that's the 13s, I can get rid of for this question. I'm not going to worry about. I know my answer is going to be under the Mama Code 91. So it'll either be 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. It'll be one of those, no matter what, for that particular question. So that's step one. And get back to my Word document where I can write your steps. After that, I need to do step 2, which is, ooh, that's very thick. But step 2, why are you so thick? Get rid of that. Step 2 is I have to figure out if I'm reductible or if I'm incarcerated or strangled. That's step 2. So for example, let's go back to our PDF. I'll show you what that looks like in the book. So each one of the codes, where's my drawing tool, are divided into reductible, skips 1, reductible, skips 1, reductible, okay? And then I can go get a different color, get one that looks totally different. And then incarcerated or strangled. So these codes are again divided by that. So step 2, after finding out if you're initial or repeat procedure, recurrent, is to find out if we're reductible or incarcerated or strangled. So let's go back to our Word document. I hope this isn't too confusing. So that's step number 2. So let's go to our practice question. And we are finding out that we have one that is reductible right there. We also have one that is incarcerated. So we have both on this particular question. After we did that, we just need to know their size. Let's go back to our PDFs. So we have one that is reductible that was 2 centimeters. So less than 3 could be possibly here, right? We had one that was incarcerated that was 4, and that would have been here. Unless you have a guideline that goes along with this, right? So would we, because we have a 2 centimeter reductible and a 4 centimeter incarcerated, would we bill the 2 codes, or would we bill just 1 code, is what this question is asking you. And I had to write these questions because no one has questions on these new codes yet. So this one's a pretty difficult one because it is tied to a guideline. And I want you to think about it. AMA or CMS and other people that write these guidelines for all of our book, they're sometimes consistent, not really, but just think about this being in a different situation. What if a kid is riding on a bicycle, and falls off and has some lacerations to the arm, right? That is a arm. There's the elbow. Okay, going up. They have one laceration that's intermediate. Same arm, they have another laceration that is simple. What would you do here? Are you going to bill a simple repair on the same extremity when you're already there doing an intermediate repair? Or are we going to add the links together? And also, since they did fall off their bike, they got gravel and crap in it, you're going to do cleaning of the area, get the gravel out. So any type of irrigation also turns all the simples into an intermediate one anyway. You might have had layered closures here, sutures, but this can be just single layer sutures. But if you cleaned it at all, then you can move it up to intermediate. Same sort of thing here with the hernias. Show you real quick. This is a new thing for the hernias. If you have one single hernia, you measure from the very top to the very bottom. If you have multiple hernias, you're going to measure from the beginning to the end. Even the area in between the hernias that is not part of the hernia, but you have to open up the belly, or even if you're remote control with a robot, your robot's going to have to go from this hernia through the skin to the other hernia and do that repair too. So you're still doing the total length. So here we would add all of this together, the total size of the hernia plus the total sizes of the length to get to everything. So we would do a total from here to here. So the cool thing about this is no matter what with hernias, all we got to do is add all the numbers together. 2, 4, and 2. We're going to add the separated to the sizes. We would get 8, right? So now our total repair of this hernia is 8 centimeters. So that totally gets rid of anything less than 3, anything less than whatever this was, and changes our answer totally. So let's go back to our PDF. Thank you for tapping the screen. I see those hearts flying by. That's awesome, guys. I hope this isn't too confusing. So now, knowing what we know about normal things, are we going to keep both hernias at reductable? Or are we just going to upgrade our 2 centimeter reductable and throw it in to an incarcerated, since we're adding all the sizes and lengths to get to it together? And technically that's what we're going to do. Because we did one incarcerated strangled, they're all going to end up being billed for that, because you can't cut in and pay to do a complete hernia repair on a small hernia, but also go and get paid for that and the closure all in one, and then go bill on the same day on the same patient to open the patient back up again, do a total repair on a bigger hernia, and then close them up. And we wouldn't do that, and we couldn't bill that way. That would be double billing for the openings of the surgeries and the repairs. So we're just going to toss everything into the most difficult specificity. So we've got 8 centimeters of an incarcerated, so we know our answer for that particular question is going to end up being 1 code. And what do I tell you guys about most of the time with AAPC? If there's a difference between 1 code or 2 codes being a possible answer, because this answer has that answer in it too, so these two are the ones that are the similar no matter what anyway. Your only difference is, do I add the 91 or not? I always tell you, if it's a difference between billing 2 codes or 1, most of the time the answer is just the 1 code by itself. And that's true for this particular question too. We're only going to bill A. And your guideline for that is right there. When both reductable and incarcerated or strangled hernias are repaired at the same operation session, all the hernias will be reported as incarcerated or strangled. So in the above example, we just added everything together and coded it as that 1 code. So we're not going to bill them by each. We're going to add them together. We are not doing each. Yes, can you see the question? I wrote the question, so it's very, very limited. There isn't a whole lot to it. I don't do all that fancy stuff where we have a patient who's 56 years old, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we have 2 centimeter reductable initial incisional hernia. And then we have 1 4 centimeter incarcerated initial incisional hernia, separated by 2 centimeters. That's it. I'm down to the point of the whole thing. I should throw in a bunch of fluff, but I think it's pretty confusing as it is. Yes, perfect, Rachel. Hey, Samantha, good to see you. Well, your doctors are misinformed if they said each one is based off size. Now, they are technically based off size. They are. And that's how they're written in here, but that's a plain view of this. They are based off size. That is a true statement, but what if you have multiple hernias in multiple areas, and you're going to repair all of them together? That's the situation that I did. I didn't do a simple, how do I code a less than 3 reductible hernia? I mean, y'all can pick that out. That's just find out if you're initial, find out if you're recurrent, and then pick out whether you're reductible or incarcerated, and then pick out your size. That's easy enough. I did one that was more difficult, that had multiple hernias being repaired and multiple types of hernias being repaired on one surgery. How would you bill that? And there is a guideline that is written out on this page before all these codes that tells you that particular guideline that I posted here for you guys. Which is here. That's the guideline if you're doing multiple hernias. Individually, great. You just do them by size, just like figure 1 says right there. But if you're doing multiple hernias, you're definitely going to add all that together. There are some hernias that are separated by type. If you notice, the 91 does just the epigastric, incisional, ventral, umbilical, and this spleen thing. There are some, and so is the 13. They're all done by the same ones, same size. If you do a para hernia, it's separated. So that one doesn't go along with any of these other ones. So knowing some of the differences, that's why I have that other picture in this Word document of the classifications of some of the hernias. So if you're not anterior abdominal wall, you might end up being somewhere else and be coded somewhere else. So just be careful of where your hernia is at. The lumbars sometimes get coded in a different area too. So let's try the next one. What do you guys think the answer is here? Hey Rosa, good to see you. Well, you're on page 401 of the 2022 CPT book, but none of these codes are in that book. You need to go write them in to your page 401. Replay this video so it shows you how to do that. And that is, I just posted it in chat on YouTube, where you can find a list of those codes. But if you watch this replay, it'll show you how to write those codes in there on page 401. Somebody's saying A. Yes, Megan. I wrote these questions. But yes, 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 yes. So let's go check out our book. First thing we need to know is, are they recurrent or initial? And we see that they are recurrent, so we know we're going to be in this code area. So then again, we need to find out, are they reductable, 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 and then the other difference is the incarcerated and strangled. Incarcerated, strangled. I like to do different colors, that way they pop out. So let's check out our question. We're going to stay in the 13 to the 18 area for sure. So anything not in that area we're not going to keep. So we can get rid of probably this B, right? I said we were going to stay in the 13 to 18 range. So we can get rid of those. So now we just need to know, do we add a code or not? What is our 49623? Do we have any do nots under the 14 that says not to use it? Those are the things we got to work on. Making sure 14 doesn't have any do nots. Do I have the 23 right here? It's an add-on code for removal of non-infected mesh. Is that what we had in our question? And we did have that in our question. So we know that A is the correct answer. And if you look at our add-on code, it just says removal of non-infected mesh. Yep. I'm trying. There we go. Right there. Non-infected mesh. That is not included in these codes. If we were to do it, we would need to add it. And go back to our word. Right there. We did do it, so we do get to code it. What about this one? Own Pretty asked about modifiers. Nothing on the CPC exam or a HEMAS exam is coded per health plan regulations. I'm sure we need place of service codes, we need modifiers out the butt, we need all kinds of stuff. Now, add-on codes get no modifiers at all, so I don't see where we would add any modifiers because we don't add modifiers usually to our one CPT code. Because we had an add-on code, add-on codes never get any modifiers, so I doubt it in that situation, but your job during this exam is only to pick out the correct answer based off the available possible answers. Which one is the most correct? Good Lord, I hate those kinds of tests, but that's all. Don't worry about nothing else that isn't there. That's just going to slow you down. Don't think about outcomes based off payers or your own guidelines when you're in the business working currently, because that will just confuse you. Pick out the correct answer based off of just the available answers. What do we think the answer is for this one? We've got recurrent, umbilical hernia. We are doing a removal of some mesh. And we're less than 3. Anybody on TikTok? I got one GoKart answer, but I'm not sure if that's everybody. Thank you for the 6,000 likes on TikTok. That's amazing. Thank you guys. I think that's my best all week. And the 3 shares. Thank you. Yeah, we have a parenthetical note. We do. Let's go back to our PDFs. Right down here, we have a tiny little parenthetical down here. Be sure you make some alerts here that if it happens to be infected, that we're going to add something from integumentary. As a matter of fact. So be sure and do something to alert you that if it's non-infected, you're going to build this one. If it's infected, you're going to build that one. Do some color differences in your notes right there. And then y'all can do, like I like to do, you can do, whoops, where am I at? We can do this to our notes. Yep, hit space. And then you want to take your little questions and paraphrase them and add them to the bottom of your note pages where you have room. There you go. You can add that there. You can make it bigger so y'all can see it. But something like that would be super helpful for you during the exam. Plus we can do the previous question right underneath this one, or also on this same page, however you want to do it. Make sure you put a lot of these little practice questions that I do or show off. Y'all can add these to your notes. Just like that. Hey Twinkle, how's it going? We were talking to some people that got emails. If you scroll back through some of the chat, I think you can still see some of the old chat. They got notifications that they were, Twinkle's already given away YouTube subscriptions. Hopefully you guys are chatting away. They were getting emails the next day saying they had won a subscription to the memberships. Somebody's daughter got one, all kinds of stuff. So hopefully those are all going through like they're supposed to. So that's awesome. Twinkle's giving away one. Don't know who's going to win, but good to see you. Thanks for giving away a membership. I appreciate it. Ooh, we were talking about hernias. I hope that was helpful and not too confusing. I'll keep going over these as needed. If y'all got any questions, y'all holler at me. If anybody has the 2022 book and has not added these codes, here's one you can add for your books. Be sure and add the 49568 to page 401, and also add this parenthetical that says for removal of infected mesh, use 11008. Add that to that page too. If it doesn't say whether it's reductable or incarcerated, what would we pick? Default would have... Dawn just became a member. Thank you, Dawn, for subscribing to the YouTube channel. If I would pick reductable. I would never upcode or upcharge to incarcerated if I had no direction to. And if it was just a difference between those two, I would pick reductable. Congratulations, Dawn, for winning the subscription. Yay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I still don't know why it's not alerting my gifts. Supposed to have Mr. Brian here. Where am I at? Is it here? No, it'd be here. Somewhere. Where is this thing? This alert boxy thing on this Streamlabs. anytime somebody does super chat, it's supposed to say
Medical coding by Jen donated $96
Yeah.
through Super Chat. This is a test Super Chat alert for $96.
And then I had a donation one that doesn't seem to work.
This is a test donation for $9.
That's funny. What about a membership?
Medical coding by Jen has become a member. This is a test.
See, and I'm not getting those alerts to pop up like they're supposed to. But the test seems to be working. But I'm still working on trying to figure out all this mess. You see all this, oh, Lord, y'all can't see it, but let's see, web browser. No, y'all aren't able to see it either. Only the TikTokers are, but yeah, trying to write all this code for this stuff and make all these little widgetsy things work. But that dinosaur was cute to see across the screen, wasn't it? Subscribers, members. Thought I had it enabled. Members. Subscribers. Yeah, that one worked. The donations, super chat. Yeah. I don't know. I just can't figure out how to do the gifting. The gifting doesn't seem to be an option up here. Test Streamlabs Ultimate Gift, Ultra Gift. What is that? Monthly subscription. Oh, there it is. That one is supposed to be enabled. It's enabled. Enabled. I wonder why it doesn't work. Let me hit save. Save again. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Trying to get all my little widget things fixed and working. But I hope y'all enjoyed the hernias. Let's go back to E&M. Our nemesis here. Oh Lord, Twinkle's giving away another one. Super chat.
Mama Girl donated $2 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Mama Girl. That's awesome. And that's Brian from Family Guy, in case y'all wanted to know whose voice that was. I think that's funny. So we've got Twinkle gifted somebody a free membership. That's awesome. Who won? Teresa won. Congratulations. Thank you. And thank you, Mama Girl. Thank you. All right. Look at the cool. That is so cool. All right. Let's do a practice question on E&M. New subscriber. Hey, Teresa. Thank you for subscribing. All right, are we a level 2, a level 3, a level 4, or a level 5 on this E&M question for today? We either do E&Ms by MDM or time. Thanks, GoKart. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Beth. Thanks for the follow. Is there a book you can use besides a medical dictionary? Google. Google works, but you can't take a medical dictionary with you for any of the coding exams, as far as I know. Your ICD-10 has all the medical terminology in it you need. Right before every chapter, there's an anatomy mock-up that starts out the cellular level of whatever system you're fixing to code for, and then it builds up to the organs that are involved, and then it goes into the diseases that are normally in that area. ICD-10 has all the anatomy in it you need for any coding exam for sure. Thank you, Dawn. I've got one answer so far on YouTube. Anybody on TikTok know what the answer is on this one? Just keep practicing, newbie. Keep practicing. Look at your your E&M. Let's go look. Let's go look. Let's see. Did I make pictures of this part of the book? Let's go check. E&M. Yep. So if we're looking for 45 minutes, right? Our 215 is 40 to 50 minutes. Our 214 is 30 to 49 minutes. Our 213 is 20 to 29 minutes. And then our 12 is 10 to 19. Go back to our Word. Now look at the wording on this question. I find that if there's anything out of the ordinary written anywhere, then there might be a reason for it. So we've got our 45-minute total time, right? Which gets you the 215. But they say that they did an EKG and they put the time there, 15 minutes. Why would they do that? Why would AAPC put that there? Or HEMA or NHA, whoever I got the question from. Why would they do that? Are they trying to trick you? Is that propaganda? Or is there a reason that that should be there? Thank you, Mama Girl, for the gifts. That's going right back into giving free stuff out to the members. You're so sweet. Why do you think that 15 minutes is there? Would we bill for this EKG today? If a patient comes into your primary care location, doc orders an EKG that took 15 minutes, we're probably going to bill it, right? That's a 93 something code, I think, in the back of the book. I don't know what code it is, but I'm just guessing. If we're going to bill it, do we also get to bill for the time to be included in our E&M visit? Does the MD, technically, I guess if the doctor did the EKG and hooked the patient up and printed out the report, maybe, but usually doc leaves, the MA comes in, tells you to put on a gown, take off your bra if you got metal wire, and then she'll hook you up, and then she'll run the EKG, leave all the stickers on you if she's a good MA, and run out with the EKG, wait for the doctor to come out of the next room and say, hey, is this good? Can I unhook them? They'll look at the EKG, see if it's presentable, and then if it's good, then they'll send the MA back in there and unhook you. If it was a bad report, had interference, cell phones were too close, or we got to remove some nipple rings or something, then she might redo the report. But all that time can't be included in it, right, if we're going to bill for this. So we have to take the 15 minutes off that. So that means the total visit that we get to bill for with just the MD's time is 30 minutes. Does that change your answer now? Jada, am I being funny? Thank you for the 8,000 taps on TikTok. Thank you for the thumbs ups on YouTube. So if we're only billing for 30 minutes now of total time for the MD, what's our answer? To bill a 15, we need to be 40 to 54 minutes. 14 is 30 to 39. To bill a 13, we need to be 20 to 29 minutes. There's your rationale. I'm sorry, Jana. Hopefully this is helpful. Dawn says, yes, OMG. Good job. Awesome. Thank you, Island Nurse. Do not count the time for E&M spent on the following except. I wrote this question. I apologize ahead of time. Do not count time for E&M spent on the following except. This is a question from this morning's class. I have this one and one more from this morning's class, and then we're going into the digestive system to do some very complex, advanced ER endoscopes, all kinds of stuff. And then I've got lab and path. But this is one that I wrote this for this class this morning. So if anybody was in the class this morning, y'all just go get a drink or something. Thank you, Mama Girl, and everybody else that's contributing. Thank you for tapping on the screen. Already got 9,000 likes in just a few seconds. So if you're in the 2020, what book is this? 2022, 2023, I swear I'll get it out. Go look at page 12. If you're in the 2022 book, go look at page 8. See if I did copies of this. This is where you would find the answer to this question. Is this page. It's in your guidelines, and it talks about selecting time. And it has these little bullet points, and what I picked was the ones down here where you don't count the time for the following according to your guidelines. Right here. So this is where you would find the answer to this question. And so the way I wrote the question is, we do not count time except for, so you're looking for a correct answer. Which one of these is in a bullet point that is correct, that's not under the do nots? Yeah. Anybody on TikTok? I only got one answer.
Just did my face on your way.
Take two of them.
Starting to get lockheads, and I don't like that.
D is your answer. Coordination of care. For new patients, total time less than 15 minutes. Do we bill? Let's go look at our PDFs. We got new patients here. Our very first new patient code is 99202, and it's supposed to be 15 minutes to 29 minutes. What do you do when the time was less than 15 minutes? Yeah, the way I wrote that question is really rough. I would not have been able to answer it myself because of the way I wrote it. I hate looking for incorrect or correct answers off of an incorrect question. I don't know. It is very traumatic. I hate those. I hate the wordy ones. All right, next question. We have a new patient. Our very first code, 202, says we need to have 15 to 29 minutes. What if we didn't meet that measure? What happens? What do we do? That's so weird, Sonia. I would reboot whatever system you have on as a hard reset. So if you're trying to pay with your cell phone, shut off your device completely. Don't just reboot. Same thing if you're on a desktop computer. Shut your device completely down and off. Leave it that way for 5 minutes. Come back, reboot all your systems, go back to that page and try to pay again. If it doesn't work, call them on Monday. They won't be in the office till then. And just pay them over the phone. I added PayPal and Apple Pay to my website for buying my notes or workshops or events that I do, tutoring. If I have a whole lot of chargebacks, which sometimes happens with PayPal, I have to turn it off because my payment system will lock me out and think that everything that I'm doing is not good, and they will completely shut me out. But as long as I don't get a lot of chargebacks, I've added Apple Pay and PayPal to it. Because I know some of the international people were having trouble because international debit cards weren't being accepted or something on my website, and you had to have a credit card. I don't know, but I was trying to be helpful. Somebody was asking. That has been done. Oh my gosh, look, Kelstar gifted. That did show up on the screen, but I didn't hear anything. I got to make sure the volume is up on that. What was that? That was cool. Where's my chat? What was that? Twinkle gave away another membership, which should be coming up pretty soon. And then I saw something else pop up. I don't know what it was, but it was cool. The answer for this one is we're to use MDM. MDM. Good job. All right. Y'all ready for some difficult ones now? If we're doing the process of elimination and looking for similarities, which codes are we keeping here? Which answers are we keeping, I guess I should say? Because we're not looking at our question yet. We're only looking for and looking at the answers as if they were just numbers. And we have a ton of 4s, a ton of 1s, a ton of 5s, and only 2 that are 2s, and 2 that are 0s. Those two, D and A, are different. And a lot of times, in a lot of these questions, there's a reason for that. They give you 2 throwaways and then 2 that are so similar, they just want to know if you know what the difference is. So that's how we keep B and C. And then I just need to know Would I add this one or would I add that one? I probably didn't copy everything out of this. I was rushing so hard to do these. I don't know if I captured the second code. Let's see. What was... We're looking at for 41520. 41520, not there. Now looking for the 41010. Nope, I didn't do that one either. I only did, no telling. 41115. Thank you for the crown. That is beautiful. Nothing there. Did we get a winner yet? Nobody yet? It's still thinking about it? Oh my gosh. YouTube. Yep, we'll keep B and C. Let's go look. I'm gonna have to go look in my book because I can't tell if I copied the right codes or not. What's our differences? Four, 1, 0. We're under incision, and then our 41115 is under excision. So this one's incision, incision. This one's excision. Thank you, Emily. All right. Did we do an incision or an excision? If you're just looking from the bottom up, first word you run into is incision. I would pick C and move on with my day. Yay. If you're having trouble seeing the question, if it's fuzzy, just click right here, that setting wheel that's right there. It'll pop up a screen that will show you the word auto is highlighted. You can pick the 750 or the 1080p, and that'll make it super sharp for you. A lot better picture. C is your answer. What about this one? So we got the 4, 3, 6s. Let me see. I'm sure I took the pictures of that one. 4, 3, 6s. Come on, over here. 4, 3, 6s. I know I did that one. Yeah. 4, 3, 6 what? 4, 3, 6, 44. That's that one. We're under the header of laparoscopy. right. Laparoscopy. And then our 4377. We're under another header for bariatric surgery. And was it 770 or, yep, it was 770. So we're under that one. And we'll go back to our Word document. And we're going under bariatric surgery. Oops, wrong one. And then we had, oops, the 4.3 and the 4.8. Four, 3 and 4.8. They're over here in 4.8. This is a child code. I can't do anything with it. I'd have to go look at 4.2. So it's a gastric restrictive picture without a bypass, with a vertical banded, and then the other one is with gastric bypass. So let's check out our question. Did we do the bypass or not? We just did a band. There is no bypasses. So we know we can get rid of those altogether. We didn't do just a laparoscopic exploratory. Yeah, I bet it's going to be D. Go check that first code again. Because this one's under bariatric surgery, and this is just the restrictive device. The one before it was for a Z-plasty. Yeah. Yep. That's just restrictive procedure, I'm sorry. But it also comes with the bypass. Yep. This one doesn't. This is just the band. Perfect. I think that's all we did was the band. So I would pick D. The other chat is YouTube, where I stream live, where it's straight from my desktop computer to your desktop computer. So it's on YouTube. And YouTube has a better view than the TikTokers for sure. And that's where the other chat comes from. And they are giving away prizes and memberships to my YouTube channel so they can share in seeing the bonus material that I have there, like the workshops and the CPT book prep pages. I just pushed out another page in the female reproductive area. I was working on those pages, and they got a new video this week on it. Remember, go check your codes first. Look for similarities. What would we keep? I see two that start off with the same answer. So temporarily, I would not even worry about A and D again. I would look for the differences between these codes. I don't think I made any copies of 7,000 codes. So go look up your differences between the 743 codes. 943, 28. 28 is a catheterization. 30 is combined catheterization. Did we do endoscopic or combined? What kind did we do? We did endoscopic catheterization. How would you know if it's combined or not? $28 does the biliary, where the 30 does biliary and pancreatic. So seeing that there's 2 here, we know we did combined. That's all you need to look for. That's it. Thank you guys. Got 12,000 likes on TikTok. I know that's at least a week's, if not more. High number. 30 more minutes left. Lord help, I'm going to have to speed up. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more questions. Not too bad. 5 more questions. 1 more in the belly, and then we'll move to lab and path. Look for similarities. Look for irregularities. I don't know, the 2 zeros are pretty close. Let's go see what I made copies of. Did I make copies of those? Yeah, here we go. What numbers are they? 00 and 204. 00 and 204. 4 is a child. Can't do nothing without it. The 00 is a parent. So we're either a scope that is flexible, transoral with an injection for varices, or we're in the wrong spot. Let's go check out our question. So what did we do today? We did do varices. And they were injected. Are we under this header? Let's check out our codes again. What kind of scope? This is just an esophageal scope. I don't think we're under that one. I think we need to be under this header, which is our next set of codes, which has the 3 2s in it. So I don't think our 2 similarity ones are going to be the good area to be in. So we're not here. We're going to be in the 3 2 area because we're in that big mama jama word. So what's our differences between our 35 and our 43? $35 is right there. 43 is right here. Again, this one is the mother code, which does not include the injection, where the child code includes the injection for the varices. So we know this one is going to be our answer. You just have to make sure you're under the right header. That's all. That one. And go back over there to my word. There we go. So we're here with the injection, meaning we'll be at B. Is that helpful? Sanju, did she win? What did she do? What does it say? Oh, San Juan, that's right. I saw your message. I was talking about you on Wednesday night that you passed. That is awesome. I did get your message, but it's great to see you again. I'm so happy for you. That is great. That is awesome. Thanks, Rush. I think you were the one that asked for these codes, so I hope this was very helpful for you. Mama Girl is saying congratulations. Awesome. All right, lab and path. I don't have any copies of these. I didn't have enough time to do all that. To do all of them. I was trying. We've got 2 that are in the 60s. So I would try for those 2 first. See if we're in that range. 88, 160 is your very first one. So 88, 160. Let's see if we're in the right area. If you're in the 2023 book, I'm on page 685. This is a PAP, other sources. And anything that's usually other, non-specific, is probably not going to be the answer. What's our 64? It is our Beth system, BETH, manual screening, manual. Means they're putting it on a slide and the physician's looking manually. Our 88142 is also, that's preservative fluid. And then our 74 is on the next page somewhere. That's preservative fluid too. Probably a difference between 42 and 74. All right. How did we collect our specimen? Are we doing manual or preservative fluid? I would check the question just for that first. And yep, like I thought, it is preservative fluid. We have 2 options for that, but I'm down to a 50-50 shot. My 42 is preservative fluid. It's automated. What's the difference between it and the 74? They're both automated. They're both thin layer prep. One's manual screening, and the other one is screening by an automated system. Is it manually screened? Or is it automated with a machine? Is our one-word differences. And we have automated here. So we know that this one is going to be our answer. Yep, you asked about the 60. I had one with 60 in it, but 60 wasn't the answer on the very first one right here. I'll keep looking for more of those questions for sure. Just didn't have time between the work meeting and the class this morning to find everything with 60 in it, but keep working on it. So there's your answer for that one. It's because the system was done automated. How about this one? These codes are all over. This one, the D isn't an 87, it's an 86. So I probably wouldn't worry about it yet, but they're still not close enough for me to be able to do much with the process of elimination with this one. What is our 87804? I think I'm already close to that one. Yeah, one page back on page 683, our 04. Is influenza. Eight seven four. 87400 is on 679, and that's influenza A and B. B. Terrible looking B each. And 7275 is influenza B virus. What did we get asked to do? We got asked about influenza. Which one would you pick out of those? I will. No worries. Yep, 04. I'm going to do our first one. There's no documentation supporting whether they're looking for influenza B at all. Not looking for any antibodies or anything like that. And because it was a direct optical visual looking at the, it's kind of like a pregnancy test little thing. Yep. Ooh. Speaking of pregnancy tests, did y'all see that TikTok this week where all the girls were getting together for a slumber party or something? I don't know, remember what, but they all took a bunch of pregnancy tests when they arrived for the party, and they threw them all in a little basket, and then they pulled them all out, and 4 of them were pregnant and none of them knew or something. I don't know, there was like 12 of them there. It was funny. I was like, oh my Lord, that's an interesting test to do. All right. We definitely have our panel, right? Anytime you see the OOs, you know that you are in the panels in the front of the lab and path section. And then they want to know whether we know or not if we can add another code with it. And the 56 and the 55 are super close together. I might try to go there and see what that test is. 841. Let's go see. 841. terribly slow at getting at these codes. 84156. That is urine, but it doesn't say what type of urine because you can't do much with it because it's a child code. Right? Yep. We got to go check out Mama Code, which is your 55, which tells us they're doing a protein total by urine. Protein total by urine. What is our 55? Is by blood. Total protein by blood. What did we do? We're doing total protein by urine. That makes that 56 look awful nice, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Tabbing your answers while you lose spots. The best thing to do is take them 2 at a time. That way you're not trying to hold 4 pages. So try to group them like I did in closest vicinity. Do 2 at a time. I know I'm not doing blood, so I know I can get rid of that one. And I see I did the 56 and the 55. If I was in the wrong area and didn't find anything that matched, I would have moved on to my 60. But I do 2 at a time. That's what I recommend. It's too hard to look up 4 codes in 4 different areas and keep up all their differences and their headers. But I just kind of group them up in the closest vicinity and do 2 at a time. I even do my modifier looks up that way too. So if I have a modifier 25 versus a 24 and then a 74 and a 76, but my answers are all 4 of them, I just go look them up 2 at a time. That's what I do. Because you're not going to have time to tab stuff and go back and forth and look at all 4 answers after you tab them. It's just not going to, it's going to slow you down. Yep. Plus, short-term memory loss. By the time I look at number 3 code, I've forgotten what number 1 was. I can't even go look for CPT code numbers without going back and forth. Look at what number was that? Yeah, it's just hard enough to look for 5-digit numbers. Oh, and then 4 sets of 5-digit numbers. You got to have a computer brain. I don't have one of those. Even after years, even a decade of working with these codes, I still don't know them all. So this is going to be nice because all the codes are going to be in order. 40 and 42 is what I would look up first, see what my differences are, include or exclude them, and then I'd move on to 45 and 44. 820. (820) 40. Albumin with blood. 42 is out of sequence. Which is just below. It says other sources, gastric fluids. I remember this question. So this is serum. This is gastric. 44 is urine. 45 is ischemia. We're just looking for our differences. Yeah. They don't call it gastric, but they do call it acidic fluid. From the abdomen So, without saying gastric, that is gastric. So just know that you're going to have to be like some superwoman thesaurus and figure out AKA words sometimes. But what you can do now that you know the answer is to go to 82042, go right down beside it, acidic, ASCITIC, as an AKA word. Yep. And that might be it. With 5 minutes to spare, if anybody has any questions at all. Thank you for the roses. Mama girl, you've been gifting all night long. I don't know, Twinkle. I wished I knew what to do about those darn gifts. People were saying they were getting emails later on that night. I don't know what takes them so long and why they're not gifting them away as soon as we give them away like they were before. I don't know, but don't know. And whatever you want to do, we can try to give away another one if you want to and see if it works. 82045 was on your exam. Let's see. 82045. That one was the ischemia modified. What else can we find out about that code? Have y'all ever looked up, I'll have to type it. You ever looked up codes on something called medpricemonkey.com? I don't know how I found this. I have no idea. But sometimes I find some layman's terms that talk about the procedure more than find a code or even AAPC has on their website. I don't know. I just sometimes like it. So I'm on the Monkey Price website looking up this code to see if we can find some more information about it. Of course, it's doing albumin and protein related to the restrictions of heart being able to flow properly. Guidelines vary, of course. It cost $46, but you want to bet how much they charge us for it? $365, I bet. The more increased levels of that protein that's in there means how hard the heart has had to struggle lately. There we go. Twinkle gave away another one. Let's see. They get emails, even if they don't give it away right now, they will give an email away and send out notices of who won. I do get a list of how many people are now members, and I can see whether they were gifts or whether they purchased. Not that I get any other information. I don't get any kind of billing or real names or addresses or phone numbers or nothing. I don't get any of that. I I just get whether it was a gift or whether it was paid. That's it. It just says gift or paid. And it has your YouTube name on it. So if it says 0 channel 1, then 0 would be on there. My 2023 said that 42 code is out of sequence. Yep. It's just below it. It's not very far. It's just right below it. It's right underneath the 82045. Which is where the 82042 is. Look at all those stars. And it may be because everybody in this chat is, if you look at everybody's name, only A1CC1 is not a member of the YouTube channel. Everybody else has a star by their name. YouTube might be having a hard time finding anybody logged on right now that isn't already a member. The only person that's been on tonight that wasn't already a member was A1CC1. I don't know if she's still on. Let's see, 0 channel wasn't. Yep. Everybody else has stars, so we just may have too many. I don't know. Yeah, everybody else is on. So if anybody's on TikTok, wants to come hop on YouTube real quick, Maggie's there. She's not a member. It ought to give her one for free. I hope. Keep talking. Hey, Jada. Don't forget to turn on the option that says you will accept free gifts. We have a new subscriber, which is Britain. So once you subscribe, you need to be sure, and somewhere here in chat, right here where it's got the pluses and stuff, somewhere there's a way you're supposed to accept a gift too. See, everybody's all stars. Look, see, Britain was just gifted a membership by Twinkle. Yay! So that did it. We just didn't have anybody in there to win. That's the problem. I need people that are not members. So Maggie, in your chat, one of the first notifications that you can scroll backwards and forwards on, somewhere here it will say about accepting the gift. Let me see. Where was I at earlier today? Right here. Let me see if I can show you web browser. How to accept gift on YouTube chat. Go to an eligible channel, live chat. Within live chat, select allow gifts or select the pinned membership gifting. Ooh, super chat.
Jada versus Jada donated 99 cents through Super Chat.
Thank you, Jada. You are awesome. Confirm that you would like to opt in to allow gifts on this channel, is what it says. What is steps to gift a membership? How to opt in on gift memberships.
If you're not a member of a channel and would like to receive a gifted membership, follow these steps. There are currently 2 ways to opt in to receive
Slide
gift
bar
memberships on your favorite channels. From the live chat or from your membership offer screen. To opt in from the live chat, you can click the gift icon that's pinned at the top of the chat when someone makes a purchase. Or when a gift memberships announcement shows in the live chat, you can click allow gifts. To opt in from your membership offer screen, you can click Join, then the three-dot menu, then Gift Settings to allow gifts. This is currently desktop only, and we're bringing this to mobile soon. YouTube distributes gift memberships based on how much viewers interact with the channel. If you're a dedicated viewer who is always watching and interacting with the channel's content, you are more likely to be gifted a membership. If selected, you will be notified with a live chat message and email. You don't have to pay anything to receive benefits. Gift memberships are non-refundable and cannot be exchanged for cash value. All gift memberships give up to 1 month of access to channel membership perks and expire thereafter. You can switch from a gift membership to a paid membership at any time during the month, and you won't be charged until the next month. For more information about membership gifting, check out the...
Thank you, Mr. YouTube. He's nice. That was nice. All right. Maybe that helps. So when she gives away new subscriber, hey Madison, thank you for subscribing. So a lot of times when she gives away one of these prizes, you can click on it here somehow or another. I can't do it, but you'll be able to accept her gift on her green thing right there if you haven't already. Yay, you figured it out. Awesome. And who else? Madison won too. So that's awesome. We were so worried about why weren't any of these be given away, and I just realized, yeah, everybody has stars. Every single person here is a member. Probably we given away too many. That's funny. I need some new blood in here for sure. Thank you guys. That's awesome. Yay. All right, guys. Well, I hope this was helpful. I have got to get back to working on some PDFs. I am working now on the female and male, no, female, just the female. Female CPT notes for 2023. I want to finish these and get these out this weekend. I need to do tutoring with MK. I don't know if she's in tonight. Is she on tonight? I should be able to help get her in sometime this weekend. She's going to have her test next weekend, I think. So I need to get MK in for tutoring, but I'll try to catch up on messages and things too while I'm around. Travi's home this weekend. James is gone. Baseball, shopping for tonight and tomorrow. He still needs some gear. He starts, his first game is Tuesday night. So I may go live and let y'all watch him play on the baseball field. It's out of the city. It's like an hour away, but it'll be on Tuesday night. If y'all want to watch, I may go live on TikTok or something just so you can watch him up at bat. I won't bother y'all long, but get to go see my baby play. And that's all that I know that's going on this weekend. Yay. Thank you, Mama Girl. Thank you so much, guys, for all the gifts and the memberships and the subscriptions. I hope this was all helpful, and congratulations. He made Team B. I hope he gets a little bit of time up on the bat. We'll see. There are two teams, Team A and Team B. Quote, all the coaches' kids and stuff are always on Team A, but hopefully maybe in the ninth inning, if they're winning, they'll let him get up to bat or something. We'll see. But it's junior high. They're so competitive. But I hope so. He's done so well. Even brought up all of his grades in all of his classes just because he wants to make sure he stays on the team. So that's awesome. I love to see him put in the effort. Meanwhile, Travi got suspended from school for 3 days for eating snacks underneath the teacher's desk. I understand the rules and why that would be such an issue, but you know, he can't be crawling underneath people's desk, I guess in junior high, but that's Travis, you know? He's different, he's unique. Yeah, you just need to redirect, tell him to get out of from underneath the desk. It's not time to eat, go sit at your desk. I don't know why it's such a big issue. Whatever, 3 days, yeah, 3 days. I threw a fit, and of course they said, well, you can come back. He can come back if you go to class with him all day long. They go from 8 in the morning till 4 o'clock from one classroom to another. And I've escaped COVID for 3 years. I don't want it. And you want to put me in a room full of 40 snotty booger kids? No, thank you. It'd be all right if it, I don't know. I may go, but if he goes, he can go back on Monday if I go attend classes with him all day and sit with him. They just want to punish the parent for the kid's behavior, but really it was the lack of supervision. Teacher wasn't in the room. Well, Travis is going to put on a show and make everybody laugh if there's no teacher in the room. She should have took him with him or something. He needs supervision. He's special like that. Anyway, whatever. I can't. I got a lawyer after him last year after they suspended him for 9 times over silly stuff, but I told her I was going to do it again this year if they keep it up. He wasn't being malicious or breaking anything. It was just silly. I don't know. They just didn't want him at the school for 3 days. Whatever. It is. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I hope this is helpful. Good night, guys. Don't forget the replay is available on YouTube. And if you want, all you guys have memberships. Look at all those people that have memberships. If anybody wants a YouTube video on a subject, all you got to do is put a message on one of my YouTube videos and let me know what videos you would like me to make. And I will make you guys whatever video y'all want. Y'all are paid members. Tell me what you want. Make use of your memberships. All right, guys. I will see you again Monday, 6:30 Arizona time zone. Unless I can go live and do some more book prep for you guys this weekend. So we'll see how that works out. Thank you guys so much for the super chat and everything else. Eyes are getting the best of me too. Yep, I've been up and teaching all day today. So I'm right there with you. Hopefully I can see you guys again tomorrow night for some book prep. Good night.